Hello everyone, welcome for this video lecture. In last video lecture we have started a new chapter, that is chapter number 4, Introduction to Basic Departments in Industrial Organization. And in that chapter we have seen first department, production or operation management. Now for this video lecture we will see financial management, their role, nature and function. Okay. So financial management. So we'll see what is the nature of the financial management. So finance is the backbone of any business. So we need money to run business activities. There are various needs and requirements of the business to keep in active. So it may be manpower, it may be material, it may be assets, that is a building, machine. So for all that we need money, finance. So its management is essential part. So basically financial management consists of to study a relation between raising the finance and their deployment. So there are the two aspects of the financial management. So first is raising the finance. There are different means to raise this finance. It may be bank loans, it may be debenture, it may be public deposits, it may be government bonds, securities. So these are the different means through which money is raised, and it is deploy means distribution of this money for the various activities. As earlier told, there are different activities to run the business, so we have to allocate this money to smooth run of the business activities. So financial management consists of two essential aspects. First is raising the finance and their deployment. Now in a financial management there are various decisions. So that is first investment policies. So company needs new product development, for that they need money, or if there is extra testing facilities need to be added in the company, then we need money. So for such activities like new product development, extra or additional testing facilities in existing company, so proposals are made, budget is allocated, and once it is approved by top management, so finance or money is released to carry out this activity. So investment policies is an important decision in a finance management. Second is proper mix of short to long term financing. So what is this short term and long term financing? Short term financing is finance or money allocated to run day to day business. So it is called as a short term in that way. And for long term business, so we need to grow that business, we need to expand that business, we need to diversify products in our existing business. So for that we have to keep some money aside. So we need proper mix of short to long term financing, because if we focus on short term of the financing, then it becomes difficult to manage a long term business activities. Or if we allocating money only for the long term financing, then it becomes difficult to run day to day business activities. So there should be proper mix of the short to long term financing. And last is dividend decision. So what is the dividend? So dividend is extra money paid by company or a business to the investor. So investor will keep interest in the company, or he will keep investing money in the company until and unless the company is giving some money back to that investor. So dividend decision is also essential part of financial management. So these are the three decisions that are made in finance management. So next, nature of the financial management consists of again three important parameters, and these are return, risk and short-term profitability. We'll see one by one. So what is the return? So return is the return on investment, that is we are calling as a profit. If we invest some money in a particular business, then obviously we are expecting some return from that, and it is called as a profit. So financial management consists of essential tasks of the return. So what I invest in a particular business, particular activity, particular suppose component, that is machine or man, so I should get return from that. So it is called as a return on investment. So it is very important aspect of any financial management, because if we are not expecting any return from any investment, So it is wastage of the money. So return on investment is an important factor. Second is risk. So risk is probability that event will go particularly wrong apart from plan. So in a financial management, we have to keep in mind there is always risk, and for that we need to keep some extra provision so that this risk will be beared. And third parameter is short-term profitability. So we are expecting that if business is started, then after a longer period of time we may getting the profit, but it is not important, or it is not effective financial management. So what is the effective financial management? As soon as we start activities of the business, we should start getting the profit, right? So if we are getting the profit right from early stages of the business, then and then only we will able to keep this business working, live and long lasting, right? So these are the three aspects. So that constitutes the financial management aspects. So return, which is return on investment, risk, which is associated with the investment, and short-term profitability, so which we are expecting right from start of the business. Next concept is capital. So what is the capital? So as earlier told, capital is lifeblood of any business. So without capital, we cannot run any business activity. So one saying is that capital is universal lubricant of any enterprise to run its activity dynamically. So it is importance of this capital. So what is the capital? Basically, we are always saying that finance is essential to run the business. But is it necessary, or does it 100% true that if there is only finance, if there is a money, then that business will be effective? It is not like that. We need capital, means we need to invest that money in manpower which is working on that particular machine, product, services. We need machines to facilitate our raw material to be converted into final production, right? So we need land to establish our factory, we need building, we need furniture to facilitate all this production activity. So all these are the elements of the capital, and for that we need to supply money, then it becomes capital for that. So there are different types of capital. It is fixed capital and working capital. We will elaborate further. So what is fixed capital? So fixed capital is for or it is a long-term asset of a company, right? So it may be money or amount invested in a purchasing land, purchasing set of machineries, equipments, or furniture for the office. So once we buy or once we purchase these items, so this will be remaining for the life period of the time in the company, longer period of the time company. That's why it is called as a long-term asset of the company, and its cost is one time we have to pay. That's why it is usually called as a fixed capital. And second type of capital is working capital. So what is working capital? It is to run existing business activities usually on daily basis. Means once we establish our organization by obtaining land, establishing machinery, furniture, etc. So we are starting the operations. So we need some amount to keep aside to run these daily activities. It includes raw material cost. Obviously, we have to make the final product which is usable to the end customer. So for that we need raw material which to be processed, right? Or payments. So operators, manpower is working on the machine. For that we need to have wages. So that is also called as a working capital. Or consumables. It may be machine requirement part, like suppose electricity, or it may be tooling requirement, or it may be oiling requirement of the machine. So all these become part of consumables. So all these cost component become working capital, right? So capital consists of two types: fixed capital, which is remaining permanent with the company, or it is a long-term asset of the company, and another is working capital. So to run day-to-day activities of the company, we need working capital. Now let us see functions or objectives of the financial management. So these are the four prime objectives of the financial management. There are secondary objectives also there of the financial management, but these are the four primary objectives or functions of the financial management. Increase in profit, obviously. So any firm always wants to increase its profitability, and when this profitability increases, if company increases their sales volume, then obviously there is increase in profit in the company. So company always try to increase their sales volume, and in fact it will increase its profitability. So it is important aspect, that is increase in profit for survival of the organization. Second is reduction in the cost. So there is one saying is that if you save 1 rupees, so it is taken as income of that organization. Means if you reduce the cost, instead of wasting, if you reduce the cost, then it becomes saving reserve of the company. So by continually reducing, there are different practices like a total quality management we have seen in a previous chapter. So by implementing such advanced industrial practices, we can reduce the cost to make the product or to make the service. So by reducing the cost, we can increase also profitability, and it is one of the important aspect of the finance management. Then sources of funds. So company acquires this finance by different sources, like issuing equities through the open market to the retailer or some institutional investor, and from that company get money by transferring ownership of the company in the form of shareholding, or company issues debenture, company issues corporate bonds for a particular period of time. So these are the different sources through that company manages their finance, or in short, company get the finance, get the money from this different instrument. Or there is popular instrument to get the finance is bank loan, but there is a risk, and company has to keep some money aside for the repayment of this loan. But these are the sources, and it is become important part of the financial management. And last is minimize in the risk. So there is one saying again is that no risk, if there is no risk, there is no gain. So each and every business run because their ability of their leadership to take the risk, because market is very volatile. We can't predict market 100% accurately, so there is risk. But if we have proper instrument, if we have proper financial management, so we can tackle such type of risk coming into running business. So it becomes important aspect of the business activity. So these are the prime functions or objectives of the financial management. Now at last we will see sources of finance. So there are categorized in a 3 category. So long-term finance, medium-term finance, and short-term finance. So what is long-term finance? So for acquiring fixed asset like land, building, machinery, equipment, etc. So we need to plan long-term finance, and for such activities, finance is raised through issuing the shares, debentures to the open market. So by issuing these debenture shares, company get the finance, and it is invested for this activity in a long-term run. Or second is medium-term finance. So this finance is raised for working capitals like a purchase of material, salary, wages of the operator. So these are the day-to-day activities of the business, and for that finance is needed. And for that company sources such finance from financial institutes like banks, public deposit, commercial bank, and it is for the period of maximum 10 years. So medium-term finance is for the working capital, and it is up to 10 years. And last is short-term finance. So short-term finance is for the short period of time and short-term need of the business, and it is also sourced by a financial institute like a bank or a public deposit or a commercial bank, but its period is for 1 year. So short-term finance is only for 1 year, that is within 1 year whatever amount taken is paid back, right? And in medium-term finance, the amount paid is up to 10 years. So this is difference between short-term and medium-term finance. Thank you.